Welcome back to the daily planning section. We've talked about the 3+3, pausing at the end of each day to do your reflection and planning. We've talked about the time estimations and we've talked about time padding. Once again, if you're unfamiliar with any of those terms, please do return to those particular modules so you can review them. Because now it's time to move on to the fourth and final important piece of information you need for daily planning, and that is your triaging. This is referring to the 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1 priority rating system that we talked about earlier on in the brain factors. So this is where you need to be familiar with triaging the questions and requests as they're coming in. So not only should you be able to identify your 5s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s when you are creating your to-do list for the day, but also as you progress during the day. It'll be really important that you just pause and take a breath when that email comes in, when that instant message comes in, when that person stops by your desk, when you get that text, when you get that phone call. You just pause, breathe in, and then decide, is this a 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1 based on the information you've been given? And if you are not clear on what it is they need, then ask them, say, okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, we have this as a situation, and this is what you absolutely need to have. Okay, great. I am going to be able to get that to you by next Tuesday, end of day. Because in your mind, as you've walked through that think aloud of this is a situation and this is what you need, you've also been able to give yourself time to triage. Is this a 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1? Now, if they come back to you and say, next week, I can't wait until next week. I need it at 5 o'clock today. Even if this is a supervisor, this is where you say, well, this is what we currently have in the pipeline. So this is supposed to be finished today, and this is supposed to be finished today. So if we also now need to finish this, which one of these do you want to move to the next day? I have a whole other workshop on that, so we're not going to get into right now negotiating time with others, but this is basically what you can do with that information because you have learned how to negotiate time with yourself. You understand your time estimations, you understand your priorities, and so now you're able to explain to them and help them see what's going on so that they can be a part of the decision making as well, especially if this is a supervisor. So being familiar with the time blocking, the time estimations, identifying your 3+3, being able to triage 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1, that is just going to help you immensely with your own personal productivity as well as your teams, and then eventually in negotiating time with other people.